Hey everybody, it's Dad from Dad Builds, here with the second installment of our Magic Kingdom Park that I've been working on. Today we're going to go through Frontierland and Adventureland. So we'll start by leaving the center hub over here in front of the castle. Come across our little bridge into the main area. We'll make our first stop here at Aloha Isle featuring pictures with Stitch. Stitch is one of my personal favorite characters. Usually when you first come into this part of the park, there's a little character meet and greet area where you can see Stitch, sometimes Lilo, and get your picture made with him. So I just wanted to kind of recreate that here. One of our favorite little stops when he's around. Um, so just a little Tiki inspired Stitch area there. And then we're going to come across the street over here to the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. Tried to make this look like a legit treehouse, so we come up all these ladders, come up out here to the different little platforms got built up, so you can kind of look out around the park, get a good kind of overview of the area. There's a part of the park we'll kind of be walking through today, and just kind of explore, hang out up here. You can kind of see what's going on. We're going to drop back down to street level here. And I think the next ride that we're going to take and check out is going to be over here. One of everybody's favorites is the Pirates of the Caribbean. Made a few signs that you can kind of check out and read while we're walking through line, waiting our turn. Tried to use some of the famous lines from the movie and shows and songs that they have, so just kind of fill in some space there. And now we're going to take our ride, so buckle up and hang on. Here we go. Kind of a quick little cave ride. I tried to put different pirate flags, British flags for the East India Trading Company. And that's our ride for the day through Pirates of the Caribbean. We'll come up here to the exit and head out. We're going to go back across the street to one of my personal favorites in the park. I can't go to the park without stopping at this. I don't know why, but it has always been my favorite since I was little. It's Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. Got our waterfall and all at the entrance. And you come into the Tiki Room and you can sit down and see the birds that sing words and the flowers that croon here in the Tiki Room. So we got our little birds hanging out there. We'll go back over here through our exit. Thank you very much, birds. And we're going to come back over here to our next ride. This one took a while to get this one all laid out and built just right. This is going to be our Jungle Cruise. So we'll come down through the main entrance. Jungle Cruise is one of the funniest rides there is. Your tour guides have some of the funny lines, really corny stuff. So I took this from a few of their famous sayings. And then we've got our boats waiting here for us. I'm going to be honest, not a really good boat driver in Minecraft, so we're just going to kind of walk out and fly through this area. Took a while to get this all laid out, to get the lagoon and all kind of matching up, dug out and around. I like the way the biomes kind of change throughout it, give you a couple of different little aspects and looks. Made a little tunnel through a mountain here, and this will bring you out to a little beach area. We'll take a little left, swing back around, And this brings us by a spooky mountain. Look out for the wolves. Don't let them get you. And we've got some skulls sitting over here that they've left. We're going to come back through the next area. Now I'm going to give you a little secret. I had horses and mules and all sorts of donkeys all through this area, and they keep disappearing. I'll put them in, the next day they're gone. And then I'll put them back, and the next couple of days they're gone. So apparently the horses don't like to hang around. So kind of work around through that. We're going to come back out towards our exit here. Exit ahead on the left. One of my favorite signs right here. Please exit the same way you entered, pushing and shoving. And then this is one of my kids' favorite. My name is Chris. Hope you enjoyed the Jungle Cruise. If you didn't, I'm Jason, and this has been Star Tours. So we'll come back up to our exit here. This brings us out right at our next ride, which will be Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Had a lot of fun kind of building this one. There's a couple of effects in here that took me a while to figure out. I really enjoy puzzles, so this was a big puzzle for me. So we start out here, and we hit a trigger. It triggers geysers for us. And we're going to come on up and loop through. And there you go. Big Thunder Mountain. Back here, you runaway cart. And we'll exit back through. Those geysers are one of my favorite little effects. I watched several videos. A lot of stuff on how to do it with PC. And then just a bunch of trial and error to try to get that timed out just right for play on console. I don't know if I mentioned it before, I use a PS4, so a little more limited than you are on PC from my understanding, but makes it a little more challenging too, I think. Next stop, this is one of our family's favorites. We've been going here since I was a little kid, and our first trips, this is one of our favorite stops. This is the Liberty Tree Tavern restaurant, and we always try to get at least one meal here when we're at Walt Disney World. Come in, and there's your hostess area, waiting benches, got a nice big fireplace, and then your dining hall area with our tables and chairs and all, just waiting for some good meals to be brought out. So not a lot to do in there, but like I said, it's another one of those little tributes I have to make to our time that our family enjoys. Next stop, and our last one, will be everyone's favorite Haunted Mansion. The great thing about the Haunted Mansion is when you go to enter, there is the graveyard with all the kind of funny sayings and character tributes. So I put a few of those that I could find from the original ride. Get these all added in, make our own kind of little graveyard here. Lady of the Opera haunting Harriet. She searched for a tomb but never could carry it. And then these last two that I'm going to show you are two of my own creation. So we've got Here Lies Mean Old Ursula. She was a poor, unfortunate soul. And then my favorite, Goodbye, Gaston. Fought a beast, now you're gone. So we'll come back around and we'll go through the entrance here. And there's 999 haunts here, but there's room for 1,000. Any volunteers? If you lag behind, you may not need to volunteer. And of course, when you come into the Haunted Mansion, you enter into the big circular room. Great thing about this room, it kind of grows and has some silly paintings across the top of the walls. This is the best I could do with the preloaded pictures that Minecraft has. So it's the best we could do for silly paintings. So we come through, and here's our carts. I'm not going to take a cart. I'm going to kind of walk you through it so you can see it a little bit better. We'll come up here and start out in our witch's graveyard with her brew, a couple of dragon heads, and open coffins, spider webs, and her campfire. We come next to a bunch of happy haunts out dancing, moving around. And then finally, it couldn't be complete without our 3 hitchhikers looking to find a new home. Maybe with you. And we'll come around to our exit. Hope you have a spooky day. And that is Adventure in Frontierland as far as we've got. Got several other projects in the works that I'm planning. Starting to lay out a few over here. So hopefully we'll have another video soon with some of those improvements. Also going to have a short one coming up with Tomorrowland that will show a few of the rides we've got over there, a few of the attractions I have over there already. That one is going through a good bit of work right now, so not as much as I've got here. This was my first big build after working on the castle for so long. So I hope you enjoyed it, and hope you come back. Keep an eye on us and our progress, and be sure to like and share, and appreciate it. Hope you have a happy day. Thank you.